Right, this is part 2 of my review of the March 1983 edition of Everyday Electronics Multistation Intercom. So I'm just putting the entire article on my phone so that you can pause the video and have a read of what's now you can put if you pause the video you can have a read of what's written. There's more about the multi-station intercom there. There's introducing electronics, part 6, digital electronics. It's like I said before, this was a sort of magazine for novices really, this Everyday Electronics. And this series introducing electronics is just for some of you getting started with it as a hobby. You don't know everything about something straight away, do you? When I was at school, we used to do about NOT, OR, and NOR gates. The logic gates, aren't they? What, 5 different types of logic gates? I don't remember it all now, but I do remember about the NOT, the OR, and the AND and the NOR. Remember a bit. You know, your memory is a funny thing. It's not everything is retained in there, is it? flip-flop circuits. A flip-flop is like sort of where one light bulb goes on and another one goes off, and they flip-flop, like one's off and the other's on. One's on, and then one's on, and then that one's off and the other one's on. It's very basic things. It's all very basic stuff, really. About there's a simple flip-flop circuit there with a light emitting diode and a resistor, a couple of resistors and a switch and a transistor. It's all very it's like I said before, this was more of a novice magazine really, whereas Practical Electronics was more for the experts. The other magazine, Practical Electronics, that was, I think that was what that was one that you went on to when you knew a bit more. Right. IC3, few light emitting diode, car thermometer. You find a lot of electronic projects has something to do with your car. Today's driver could well profit from a knowledge of the air temperature around the car, especially if you to provide a warning of possible ice formations on the road surface. So what kind of thermometer will be suitable for use in a car to make this need and yet also have sufficient range to measure anticipated maximum summer temperatures? I'm going to try and put the entire text on my phone. There's a circuit diagram there. That's got the entire circuit diagram on my phone. Yeah, there's the full-size PCB artwork and component layout. That's what the actual circuit will look like when it's constructed. There's a component list. Components. That's all the parts that you need to build this project with. Approximately cost guidance only £16. I put the entire text of this page on my phone. There's a little project there called Buzz Off, improved version of an old game. That's a component list for that project there. I'm not going to put the entire contents of the magazine on my phone, because these reviews are done with a view to YouTube users buying these old magazines online so that they can that's what will be featured in the next issue. Go to work on these grade 1 projects: a timer, car radio, LS booster, ZX spectrum amplifier, function generator, flanger sound effect. They're all very interesting electronics projects, are they? Yeah. 1974. It must have been going all those years ago. Everyday Electronics published a series of articles that test Gear 5, especially designed for the constructor. I don't know when the first edition of it was published. There's another circuit diagram there. Anyway, it's like I don't really want to put the entire contents of this magazine on my phone. It's because you can just. There's a few ads there. TV sound tuner, built-in tested. It's not all kits. Practical electronic stereo cassette recorder kit. That's a kit. Yeah, that's a kit. A speaker kit. That's for you to build your own speaker. Fascinating thing electronics is when you get into it, because it's there's so much you can do with all the different components. It's like, you know what I mean, you can program a computer to do so many different things. You know, you can achieve so much. There's so much can be achieved with electronic components. It's like a Lego set. If the child's got a Lego set, they can build all. There's no limit to the things that they can build with the Lego parts. Really, you know what I mean? It's anyway. It was 80p. I don't know what 80p would be the equivalent of. It in 1983 would be the equivalent of today. It's a fair bit more. It was a fair bit more than what it is now. Anyway, that's the end of part 2 of this review.